Hello, Crazy Russian Dad here. I want to talk about various accents. Accents. Many fans comment on my page that I have a horrible Russian accent. Well, I don't know. Don't jump to conclusions so quickly. And besides, in America, very tolerant country, very tolerant people. So wherever your accent is from is fine. But I do want to say a couple of words about various accents. I think people think different accents sort of stand for different things. Like people think French accent is sexy. I agree. Italian accent, sexy. Spanish accent, sexy. English accent adds 50 points to your IQ, which is something has to do with your brains, they tell me. The higher, the better. Kind of the opposite of the price in the supermarket. The higher, the smarter. But yes, it's pure poetry, pure Shakespeare. Like people who speak with an English accent are lucky because they sound like Hamlet, like this to be or not to be. The dialogue. So. Anyway, but with a Russian accent, no. Russian accent, you sound like a spy from a bad 1980s movie, like a villain, the kind of like the Rocky IV, I must break you, Ivan Drago. Okay, by the way, it was the Swedish gentleman who played the Russian. I mean, God has a sense of humor. But he sounded pretty good. Anyhow, back to the accent. I had a horrible accent at first when I came to this country. Of course, the saving graces was that when you have accent but you cannot speak much, you're fine. Nobody will notice. You can just smile, kind of like a nod, meaningfully, kind of like Chewbacca. Chewbacca in the I don't know, whatever, the American movie Mission Impossible, I think, or something with stars. The alien, probably. Chewbacca does not say much, maybe moans, but a very meaningful character. So I was like that too. Now a small disclaimer. For me, things turned around when I heard a Russian electrical engineering professor in the auditorium lecturing in what he thought was English to like 300 people. He talked about shit resistance. Okay, shit is one of those words. Shit versus shit. Russians cannot differentiate at all. Okay, so in electrical engineering there is this thing called sheet resistance, but the Russian professor talked about sheet resistance, and so I realized, wow, maybe if this guy can speak with such a horrible accent, by the way, not just accent, half of his lecture was in Russian. I mean, I understood it well. Electrical engineering or whatever he taught me, some kind of subject, was a good subject for me. It was a very good subject for me. So if you have an accent, if you're a foreigner like me, okay, don't be ashamed. America, tolerant country, okay, enjoy it, work on it, of course, work on the accent, but don't sweat the little details, okay? I need to move lanes here. Don't sweat the details. Accent is okay. If you have an English accent, even better. But if you're like me, it's still alright. You will do okay in life. Embrace who you are, okay? Good night.